Hello, my name is Shelby Page. I'm a motivational coach. I'm here to talk about relationships. I'm here to talk about authenticity. I'm here to talk about how to be your best self in general. And I'm coming to YouTube and trying to have talks with normal people. So if you have a problem, you can go ahead and you can jump into the comments and you can let me know what that is and we'll have a talk about it, you know? Easy peasy, free therapy. I'm not asking for nothing, just a thought. So we've been talking about relationships, right? I've been talking with one of my lovely commenters about his relationship, and we've reached a very interesting point. First, it started about, vulnerability. Then we were talking a little bit about ghosting and why vulnerability doesn't always work. And I have a new comment and it drives a brand new chain of thought. And so I want to say, before we start this conversation, please keep an open mind to what I'm about to say. Please know that this isn't coming from a place of judgment or malice. Everything that I'm about to say is coming from me genuinely wanting you to succeed, to be happy, and to feel in a better place, So let's talk about it. The comment that you made is, I'm gonna read it. And now I don't want to dox anyone, but I'm gonna read it and we're gonna talk about it. I'm gonna stop you when I have my thoughts. Ready? Although disrupting the pattern sadly has been my whole life until now. Beautiful. That's amazing. When you are disrupting the pattern, when you're doing something new, when you realize that you have free will, the most exciting thing about that is that you get to create the consequences that you want. So if you're disrupting the pattern, if you're doing something people don't expect, how has that worked for you? What do those interactions look like? Do you feel like you're surrounded by NPCs and you're the only MC? Like, what does that look like? Okay, so let's keep talking about it. My whole life has been disrupting the pattern, not because I'm doing it deliberately, it's just my character. I've never had a lot of friends. I'm not the center of attention. I also paint and write. So yeah, I guess you got the rough picture that I'm probably different from the majority of people. I'm gonna stop you right there. Having hobbies is exactly what you need to communicate and create your community. It's exactly how you find people that you can be authentic with. You say it right there in the comment. You say, I don't have a lot of friends. I'm not the center of attention. I paint and I write. I'm sorry. When's the last time you saw the painter at your school be the most popular person? I'm sorry. When's the last time that Van Gogh got rich before he cut off his ear and died? When's the last time that most writers die drunk and penniless and they become famous classical authors after their death? Like, you are talking to your people. You're talking to your people. If you were saying, I like to read, I like to write, I like to paint, and I'm not the center of attention, congratulations, you're an artist. Guess what? At least 50% of the world is artists. At least 50% of the world is artists. And now, let's see. You're in your 20s, I'm in my 20s. We haven't seen a lot of the world. TBH, we've seen less than 1% of it, and I've been a lot of places. You're saying you like to write, you like to paint? Okay, me too. Am I not like anyone else? Am I so super duper special, or am I just a person? I'm just a person. I'm just a person. I'm just happy. I'm just a person. I'm just happy. I have average looks. I have average intelligence. Why am I giving advice at all? It's because I have the emotional intelligence and the ability to articulate my feelings, and it has led to a lifetime of happiness. But the question is, right? The question is, why do you feel like just because you have hobbies, you're so different from everyone around you? Different is isolating. Community is what brings people together. I know that in society, in today's day and age, being super special is exactly what makes no one special. And that's exactly what everyone thinks that they are, right? Everyone, I don't put any stock on beauty because beauty fades. And also, there are millions of beautiful women. You go on Instagram, you go on TikTok, and oh my God, all of a sudden you feel bad about yourself because they're prettier than you. No, they're also pretty. There's a lot of pretty people in this world. It's not prettier than you. It's not better than, less than. The point is, I think fundamentally, something that might be holding you back in your relationships fundamentally is the fact that you think that you're different. Maybe the environment that you're surrounding yourself with is not aligned with who you actually are. Maybe the people that you're surrounding yourself with, the places that you are, make you feel lonely. Because I'll tell you something, you are not different. So yeah, I guess you get the rough picture that I'm probably different than from like the majority of people. No, baby. No way. No way. I've written 2 feature-length screenplays, a children's book, a third. I mean, I say I've written the third, but the third is like stuck halfway through. I'm a poet. You say you like to write. Yeah, I find myself exhausted. I feel like I'm pretty straightforward, not by nature, but by choice. But I've been fed up with texting and small talk and all the dating business. I do believe that most people are afraid of me because they think I'm too mature or the opposite of chill or something. Oh my goodness, you are the right person for a bunch of people, just not the people you're surrounding yourself with. You should go check out poetry clubs, writing groups. You should go check out like painting clubs. You should go check out different communities where those things exist. Have you ever been to a studio? Have you ever been to New York City? Oh my gosh. Let me tell you something. You want to feel not special, you get your cute little butt over to New York City and you're going to feel like every other artsy, hot, talented person that's walking around. Like, no. You might be in the wrong location, but you're definitely not different, which is a good thing. Having a community of people that are like-minded is the point of being human. It's what everyone actually wants. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with you. There's probably, I tell this to my mom too. My mom has a very specific type. She's like gorgeous for her age. She's like 60 years old. She's a very specific type. She likes like Vin Diesel. You know what I mean? Bald men, jacked. We live in Florida. You think that there would be those types of men everywhere. No, they're nowhere. But you know what? I know 3 people that live in Texas who have jacked bald men for husbands. And I'm just like, Mom, maybe you retire and you move to Texas. Like, you gotta go where your tribe is if you want to find your tribe. You know what I mean? If you're a writer and you're a painter, go hang out where writers and painters hang out, because you are not the only writer and painter in the world. And that is real. Like, if you have a friendship based on a mutual hobby, if you have a friendship based on a mutual activity that isn't like drinking or smoking or whatever, if you have those hobbies, then you can build a friendship, a relationship with people that's based on something real, that's based on something more vulnerable. The majority of times, art forms come about as a way to cope with really big and bad things that people are feeling, or good things too. I like to write poetry. I like to write happy poetry. Spoken word poets don't love that, but I like to write happy poetry. You can write about any of the feelings that you feel. The point is, if you want to have a vulnerable connection, having a common ground, having that common connection with someone, having that hobby is a great place to start. So don't shy away from those places. And you don't know what you don't know. You don't know that a painting group actually gets together every Thursday 4 blocks from your house. You don't know yet because you haven't Googled it. You got to figure it out. You don't know what you don't know. Go look for a community where you're going to thrive, because it's out there. You're not alone. And that is the best news I've heard all day.